to the top, you can bet that.
What up? We here with another episode of If You Ask Me, for all my hip hop junkies, where we talk music and movie culture from the late 80s to the mid 20s. I'm on deck, your host Demi D. Got my guy, Rudy, you already know.
What's going on?
Queens in the building.
Richard Dolph from Brooklyn. You already?
Alright. So you've seen them before. We're gonna get into something I don't see people talk about too often. We're gonna talk about your top 5 debuts from non-New York artists. Because anytime you ask somebody debut, for the most part, it's 3. I guess depending on where they from, but for the most part, it's somebody from New York, unless it's like Doggy Style or Drop Chronic or some shit. So I don't know who want to take the floor, man. Top 5 debuts from non-New York artists.
All right. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to go with Beanie Siegel, The Truth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely up there. That's,
Beanie Siegel,
not
The Truth.
surprised.
I got my wild card, but I'm going to save that for last. Traditional Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. I had that in
Nah,
there.
that didn't know.
That's because that was one of the first albums I ever bought, and that joint just really transformed my mind. Like that joint was just like amazing. Snoop was at its peak. You know what I mean? We get so caught up with Snoop now, but not knowing that rapping Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Rapping Snoop, straight up.
He was spitting. Right?
Yeah, that was a whole different type of Snoop. All right, and then I'm gonna go with The Game, the documentary. Right.
I figured that we had that segment.
All right, now we're gonna get Juvenile 400 Degrees.
Oh, I agree with that.
I'm gonna have to stop that. Though.
Juvenile 400
That
Degrees.
shit was
Stop
fire.
that,
You got
That's his third album.
huh?
Wait, what?
That's his third album.
Major label.
The second album was on Cash Money as well. Soldier Rag. That's his third album. Most people.
I saying that's the first time I heard.
But we talking about first time they ever.
You know what I mean?
We'll go to the
I'll put that in
next
Cash
one.
Money. Yeah, because Lil Wayne had like 13 albums before The Block Is Hot.
Nah,
You know
that's
what I'm
his official joint. The Block Is
But
Hot.
he had albums before.
Nah, he had
did.
Squad Up mixtapes.
He had like a good 3 albums before.
If you look
before-
up
what you
debut,
call-
Block Is Hot is
You know,
coming.
Cash Money do it. But anyway, I'm gonna smooth it over. This right here is my wild card, right? I guarantee you ain't had this. You know what I mean? Straight up, Side of Prince, No Dope on Sundays.
I know a lot of people love that joint. I haven't heard the whole thing.
I never listened to it.
Yeah, I never heard
That's why. That's it.
Where's Side from again?
From
Atlanta,
Atlanta.
right? Yeah, I never
From
heard the whole
Atlanta.
thing.
I like him, but I just never got around to it.
I never got around to
I
it.
don't,
He's dope, though.
I think he's
And,
dope.
and that's one of the main reasons why I put it there. But
He's dope, though.
we
He
gonna
has a
talk- we
great
gonna talk about it.
following,
We
too,
gonna
though.
talk about it. We gonna talk
Yeah,
about
we'll spin back around with your 5 debut albums. You might have to take some more. We talking about debuts.
Alright, Dylon. I was just joking. So I got Far Side, Bizarre Ride to the
Okay,
Far Side.
that was dope.
That's why I asked you groups count.
That was a good one. I was
I love that album so
Yeah,
much.
that's a good
That album's amazing. The DOC, no one could do it better.
fire. People
Yeah.
don't talk about that enough.
And
What's the title again? Let them know the title.
DOC, no one could do it better. And sorry to digress, but yo, the DOC is fucking dope. He is so underrated. Nelly said it himself, like the DOC didn't go through what he went through as far as like his vocal cords and whatnot. He would have been a superstar.
He be cute.
No, a lot of people say that.
He be cute.
They say he wrote a lot of shit too.
He wrote all this shit. He was dope. Sorry, but after that, I got Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
I mean, how can you not?
If you're gonna leave New York, Doggy Style has to be on it.
Yeah.
I got Dr. Dre, The Chronic, and it's like I had to include it because like The Chronic is a precursor to Doggy Style, so like you can't. I just can't name one without the other.
A lot of people feel like that.
Yeah, my last one, which I think is a wild card, is Common. Can I Borrow a Dollar? The reason I say that is because it is not an amazing album. It's not.
I'm about
perfect.
to. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Resurrection is actually far better.
Of course.
But the reason that I named Common is because people really fail to realize how nice he actually was. Like
That was a good album.
He
It wasn't, but it was good.
It wasn't.
It was
but,
good.
Like his flow, his rhyme schemes, the level of lyrical prowess that he had at the time. From a Chicago, I didn't know shit about Chicago in 1992.
I don't think I knew any.
I was 5 in 1992. Granted, in retrospect, listening to the album, I re-listened to it like the last 3 or 4 days. I was like, yo, this dude's really spitting. spitting like dude.
He got some joint. Common's problem was always the production for me.
Well,
He
going
couldn't
after
even spit.
Resurrection and after like Water
Like
for
Water
Chocolate,
for Chocolate.
that's when I was done with them. Production went down the drain.
One day it would all make sense. Wasn't even know. But what's the name again? Can I Borrow a
Borrow a
Dollar?
Dollar.
That's a nice list. Two good lists. Like check those albums out if you're a straight New York head and maybe you ain't never heard of those. I'm gonna roll with also The Game. Gotta roll with The Game. I'm a
That's
Game
classic.
fan. Documentary, classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
I have to go with the Clips, like Lord Willard.
Lord Willard?
Lord Willard, that is
Yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
debut. I
I
love
don't
that
count
shit.
groups.
No, but that's
I
what he
would-
asked me. But
I
anything,
don't
anyone
count
outside
groups.
of, because then you could name 8-Ball MG, you could name UGK. There's a lot of shit going on
I
outside.
wanted to pick the Ghetto Boys, but I wasn't
You
sure.
could go Ghetto Boys, you could go Scarface debut, anybody. But so the Clips logo, when I got Young Buck, straight out of Cashville. That's my shit, man. Nah, that's a great debut, man.
It is.
It's a great debut. Why? Okay, I'm not gonna go to my wild card. I got Kanye West, man. College Dropout. That was my shit, man. That's my shit.
Yeah, I would have traded. Yeah, I definitely
Chicago,
would have traded. Yeah,
that's my guy.
yeah.
The,
Yeah, I give
my
you that.
wild card is Philadelphia Freeway, man. By Freeway.
Freeway.
Wow,
Yeah,
that
is a
shit
wild
is
card, 'cause he
fucking.
is trash.
Nah, that album is
Freeway.
banging though, my God.
No. The album was good.
The
It
album
actually
was
really
good.
was.
He was rapping on there.
But-
He's a good artist, man. But those my five right there, man. So you elaborated on the comment. I think you elaborated a little.
Nah,
on,
I was going. The reason why I picked Sci-Hi is because part of being outside of being just a Sci-Hi fan, but then also too, even if you look at mainstream hip hop nowadays, when you look at if you're looking for bars, you're not looking for studio albums. You go to mixtapes if you're looking for
Yeah,
bars.
for the
You know
most
what I mean?
part, for the most
So
part.
you, with the exception of Styles P, of course.
I mean, for
You
the
know what I
most
mean?
part, I mean, Royce, you got a
Yeah,
few people.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But this year, so last year, this album came out in 2017, towards the tail end of the year. So right there, when you're looking at as far as like bars, he gave you straight bars. My biggest fear with Sci-Hi was, normally people, when it comes down to their mixtape, they give you all the bars. And then when it comes down to their studio album, that's when it gets watered down. We get into concepts. So, what you like that person for, you don't get that on the album. You get a watered down, you get a C plus version of the artist that you like.
Action Bronson.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So to actually get an album where there's no slacking from the bars, from the start to finish, he's spitting, and you have concepts, and on the album you
I hear a
got
lot of
featured,
good things about
and
the
you got featured, and it's a concept album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a concept album, even with the perspective, where he's basically talking game. You know what I mean? No slacking on the pen, and he's going bar for bar with
How's the
Pusha.
production?
The production was stellar.
Takes a lot to
The
do with
production,
Pusha.
I'm not gonna say the production was stellar, but I think it was good. It was good. It's good, solid production.
I mean,
for what you want,
everything
you know what
I've
I'm saying?
heard from him,
Period.
production-wise, was good. So I
think
can't
he's
see
dope.
it being, but so yeah. Like you said, I just never got around to him. I'm gonna just talk about the Clips real quick, man. I love the Clips. They the illest. Malice is just as good as Push. I don't know when this misconception started that Malice isn't as good.
I honestly think
But
Malice was better than
some
Pusha
people think he's
on-
better.
On Lord Willing. I think
Listen,
Malice is
it's a
better.
fair debate, man. Malice is nice. Pusha is just
Stupid
more what you like, more flashy.
Math.
He's
He's
mad.
math. He's math.
So,
Like, you know what I mean?
but
He's
they
like
are
math.
equivalent.
Pusha still raps. So it's like that's what you think.
But even
I think
before
Pusha has
Clip-
a better image. Like
That's
more,
what I'm saying.
More palatable.
He's
image.
more,
It's
he's
not
more
better.
what you like. It's more
Yeah.
flashy. It's more
Yeah.
pizzazz. It's more cool.
The charisma.
Malice
It's
is
the
more.
charisma. It's the charisma that sells you.
But Malice
That's
got it. But the
fucking
album
dope.
itself, dope. I won't say surprised, but I was, it's always a hit or miss when Neptunes does your whole album.
Yeah, it can go to shit. Or
It
it
can
can
go-
be really great.
So it was good. They had some okay beats, but they don't need beats to be hot. So
I think when it comes to the Neptunes, if Pharrell does most of it, it's a hit or miss. Chad, on the other hand,
but you never know who's doing what
Chad
though,
was
because at
tough.
times it just
I
says
think
Neptunes.
no, they sound different. I can tell them between.
They've had periods where their sound changed though. But we're gonna close it out there. So check out all these albums. Definitely I want to talk about check out Sci-Hi and check out Common Sense. Those are not, too many common talked about albums. Check out my guy Philadelphia Freeway, man. We're gonna end it up there if you ask me.